said football isn't for everyone. They said football isn't for us. A different team, but still our blue. They said we're not strong, skillful, fast. They said no one watches, that no one cares, that there's no history. We say, see for yourself.
Well, good evening, everyone. And welcome to St Andrews at Knighthead Park. Blues women hoping that a return to home soil will see a return to winning ways after suffering our first defeat of the season in County Durham on Sunday. No time to mourn though, and tonight the perfect opportunity to bounce back, kicking off our Conti Cup campaign in our first group game against Women's Super League side Brighton and Hove Albion. Well, as soon as the groups were announced for the competition, this was a fixture that was always going to be circled in Hope Powell and Amy Merrick's diaries due to the part that they played in Brighton's success in recent years. The two, of course, sharing a dugout for 5 years at the Broadfield Stadium. Amy Merrick's #2 to Hope Powell. The Seagulls travel here after making a steady start in the WSL season, racing out of the traps on the opening day with a 4-0 thumping of Everton. That was followed by a narrow defeat to last year's runners-up Manchester City. Quarter-finalists in this competition last season, Brighton are looking for their first piece of major silverware since joining the WSL in 2018. Well, after 2 wins, a draw and a defeat in the league, Amy Merrick makes 9 changes to the side who lost at Durham on Sunday. There's a debut in goal for the signing on loan from Paris Saint-Germain, Olivia Szybakowska. #2 to Lucy Thomas comes in for her first appearance in blue. There's also first start for the season for Ellie Mason, Ava Baker, Martha Harris and Christy Harrison-Murray. Only Lucy Quinn and Neve Heron retain their places from the 11 that started against Durham on Sunday. So Szybakowska in goal, Harris, Quinn, Heron and Mason, Louise Quinn that is, at the back. Captain Christy Harrison-Murray, partners Ashanti Akpan in the midfield. Cho Yuri, Lucy Quinn and Ava Baker with Ivana Fuso in support. As for Brighton Hove Albion, their changed yellow strip this evening. Plenty of changes for them as well. The German goalkeeper Melina Luak makes her first start in goal of the season. Rachel McLaughlin, Guro Bergsvan captains the side, alongside Mary Tory at the back, that back three. Dana Kankovic, Poppy Patterson, Maisie Simmons, Madison Haley. And then how's this for a front three? Nikita Paris, Kiko Seiki and Michelle Adjiman. Adjiman, who gave Blues nightmares last season in the yellow of Watford. Stung Blues deep in our 2-0 away defeat to bottom of the league Watford last season. Looking to emulate that feat here at St Andrews at Knighthead Park here tonight. And Kiko Saike, the Japanese international for Brighton Hove Albion, the top scorer in the WSL after her hat-trick on the opening day 4-0 thumping of Everton. On the bench for Blues, Thomas, Lawley, Ag, Holloway, Worsey, McGowan, Cho So-hyun, McKenna and Lee Gyun-min. Amy Fern is the referee this evening. So Blues up against the Seagulls, both teams coming into this one licking wounds after suffering their first defeats following promising starts to their respective campaigns. Amy Merrick's a familiar face to many in the Seagull ranks, but now in a new nest, hatching a fresh project here at St Andrews at Knighthead Park. It's Blues against Brighton in the first group game of the Conti Cup, and it's live right here on Blues TV, streaming across YouTube and Facebook. Pleasure to be with you. So it is Brighton who get us underway with that back three, as suspected, looking to utilise the width from wing back, with Kiko Seiki and Poppy Patterson lining up as their wing backs. As immediately involved is Ashanti Akpan in her third start of the season. All 3 of her starts have now come at home after joining on loan from Chelsea, the WSL champions in the summer. One of the many marquee signings we made over the summer period, Ashanti Akpan. She's impressed in the blue shirt so far. Out steps Louise Quinn, chalked up her first goal of the season in our last game here against Portsmouth, our 4-0 win, heading home from a corner kick. Her first start for the season at the back for Blues. Merricks will be looking for a rapid response from her side, who in a post-match interview on Sunday said that we got sucked into playing the game that Durham wanted to play on Sunday in the north of England at Maiden Castle, which led to our first defeat of the season, a narrow 1-0 loss following a mistake at the back, which led to the goal from Crossway for Durham to hand them the victory. Brighton have worked this well down the left-hand side. Patterson it is here. Reed. This is McLaughlin. Swept out to this near side for Seiki. Tracked all the way by Ellie Mason on her first start for Blues this season. Eve Heron, the only one retaining her place at the back for Blues. 3 changes coming across that back 4. And Heron shifting across to a right back to facilitate Louise Quinn coming in at left centre back. And Quinn in a foot race now. It's one that she wins against Kiko Sake. And Ashanti Akpan doing the throw in for Blues. Kiko Sake, the Japanese international, operating down this right-hand side for Brighton Hove Albion. Marquee signing for the Seagulls, joining from Ural Reds in the summer. After 60 goals and 168 appearances. Japanese outfit. And Blues just finding it difficult to get out at the moment. No real out ball for them, as it is Kiko Sake who receives a venomous drive from Ellie Mason right in her midriff. Blues looking to set the tone for the evening. We exited at the group stage last season in the Conti Cup. Brighton Hove Albion made it to the quarter-finals before being beaten on penalties by losing neighbours up the road, Aston Villa. Here's Heron, who picked up 2 awards at the end of season awards last campaign, and what has been a stellar debut season for her after joining from Sunderland. Looked to release Lucy Quinn over the top. It's good sweeper keeping by the German Nina Look. And only her 3rd start since joining Brighton Hove Albion. Her first start of this season. Bergsvand, who've worked with Amy Merricks in the Blues manager's final season at Brighton Hove Albion a couple of years ago. She captains the Seagulls tonight at centre-back, and that's a lovely ball over the top to find Seike. And just a heavy touch. The Japanese international get the ball out from underneath her feet. The chance goes begging for the Seagulls, but you can already look what Brighton are trying to do, sweep that ball wide as quick as possible and really utilise the flanks of Seike and Madison Haley on that left-hand side as well. First touch for Livia Szpakowska, bottle green goalkeeping jersey, on loan from Paris Saint-Germain. Number 2 to Lucy Thomas, who's kept 3 clean sheets from her opening 4 games. That solitary goal on Sunday, the first the Blues have conceded in the campaign. Simmons. McLaughlin. Adjiman has made the burst through into the penalty area. Yellow shirts arriving as she can pick her head up. On them is Sake. And this is Paris looking to fashion an opportunity for herself in the penalty area. Blues body's back there, breaks for Adjiman. Adjiman took the long way round, leave Heron level to it and concedes the first corner of the game, but that exhibition of the danger that Michelle Adjiman possesses, only 18 years of age, on loan from Arsenal, already made her presence felt on this Blue side last season when she struck twice against us for Watford. And Brighton have worked this short to Adjuman. It's helped back into the middle. Harris fielding away. Christy Harrison-Murray looking to bring it down the edge of the penalty area. Elliott was looking to barrel her way through. It's picked up by Kankovic on this near side. Screened by Ellie Mason. Left-footed cross is a decent one, teasing ball into that corridor of uncertainty. And in the end, it's tidied up pretty comprehensively by Blues number 9 of the evening, Lucy Quinn, carrying out the defending in her own box. 0-0 here on Blues TV. Of course, it's the first group game of the Conti Cup in a group made up of Brighton Blues, Leicester and Bristol City, who are in action in the other game in our group this evening. That remains 0-0 after 8 minutes, as well as this one. Here is Adjuman. Kankovic to release Haley down that left-hand side. A sweeping ball just over hit. Didn't really give the American a chance. Well worked by Blues as they look to release Yuri down the right-hand side. Hodgson on the cover, and Brighton Hove Albion captain reading the play and making the intervention. Brighton Hove Albion, a 9th place finish last season in the Women's Super League, comfortably avoiding relegation and a canter. It's a club that have recruited well in the past few years, not least Michelle Adjuman on loan from Arsenal, and a few spotlight recruiters as well. Nico Seiki, and not least Frank Kirby, looking to Paris, and then on the bench, why not throw in Vicky Losada as well. Serial winners scattered throughout this Brighton Hove Albion squad. Simmons. Blues being worked hard early on, with Brighton asking all the questions in the early exchanges. Teasing ball in by Seike. Turn behind by Blues. Corner kick, the penalty area under siege. Brighton asking all the questions. 0-0. Plenty of individual battles going on in that penalty area. Adjuman certainly a danger. Whipped in right on top of the goalkeeper at that near post. Might bounce for Adjuman. Brighton looking to keep it alive. Adjuman with the acrobatic scramble in the 6-yard box. And eventually it's Lucy Quinn who emerges with the loose ball, and Blues survive. There is Quinn. Akpan. Blues looking to build a head of steam for the first time this evening. Ellie Mason. Space for Fuso over the halfway line. She's got Ava Baker to her left-hand side. Fuso driving forward. Here is Baker. Smashing challenge comes in, has to be said. Cross here on McLaughlin. Firm but fair. It's the first time Blues have really had Brighton stretched and backpedaling this evening. It's passed back to Mason. Difficult to control for the left back. Brighton Hove Albion, a team, of course, who have come on leaps and bounds in recent years, now managed by Dario Vidicic, the former Australian international in the men's game. Brighton Hove Albion hoping that he will be a permanent addition after having been able to find such a thing after the departure of Hope Powell in recent years. Proven by the amount of times that Amy Merrick had to stand in as interim coach, of course. And Blues have won a free kick high up the field, as we've done well to ride that early Seagull storm, and now let's create one ourselves. Quinn and Fuso instrumental in winning this free kick, and it's Quinn and Christy Harrison-Murray who are standing over this. Harrison-Murray, it's inviting ball into the penalty area. It's well played by the German goalkeeper, Alina Lueck. These two, of course, met at this point in the group stage last season. All in the same group for a second consecutive year. Brighton now on top, 3-0 victors. Harris didn't know whether to stick or twist. The ball has found its way to Haley. And looking to provide the overload. Quinn, a tough battle for her this evening with Michelle Adjiman, who just left a bit on Louise Quinn there. Simmons. This is Pallison, the English youth international. One time born and bred, made the move to Everton, then all the way down south to the south coast to the Seagulls. It's McLaughlin, Scott, Bergsvand. Kankovic, bit of space for her to operate in, pursued by Baker. Zeki through the legs of Ellie Mason, looks to retrieve on the other side. Niamh Heron smartly plays the ball back off the Japanese international and behind for a goal kick. Well, after weathering an early Brighton storm, it's Blues who have made this into a bit of an arm wrestle now. Brighton Hove Albion struggling to assert that control that they found in the opening 10 minutes or so, and Blues just feeling our way into the contest. It remains 0-0 in the opening game of the Conti Cup campaign. Fuso latches on the loose ball, runs into Paris, and now Paris can stride at pace. The Lioness caught late from behind by Fuso. England versus Brazil. And it's Nikika Paris who gets the decision, and it's Ivana Fuso who goes in the book for Blues. Dangerous set piece this for Brighton Hove Albion. Bergsvand, the captain. Short it goes for Simmons. Works his near side for Ankovic. In field to tee someone up in the middle. Ellie was arriving. Man round the back. Makes a decision, won't get it. Blues will get the goal kick. Good work back there carrying out her defensive duties by Cho Yuri, who scored her first goal of the season on the opening day here against Sunderland in our 5-0 thumping of the Black Cats. Hoisted forward by Quinn into the second city sky. There's Lucy Quinn latching onto it. Takey back there for Brighton Hove Albion. Just see the Baker has gone to a slightly more central position, and Lucy Quinn has drifted across to this near side, the left for Blues. Bit of a tactical change there. Swept to this near side. Seagulls can't squeeze it down the right flank. Blues will retain possession. Mason wants to play quickly. Blues want to get a foothold in the contest. Akpan tussling. Adjiman picks up. Seagulls looks to take over, runs into Mason. Mason looks to measure it into Quinn. Well marshalled by Bergsman. As expected, Brighton Hove Albion dominating possession, but haven't yet created any clear-cut chances, only a goal-mouth scramble of note for the visitors. Blues are making the Super League side work hard for this possession, squeezing the pitch as narrow as we can and forcing these mistakes. 0-0 it remains. Adjiman steps away from Harrison Murray. And this is Haley. Allinson. McLaughlin. Seagulls. And to stand up Mason. She edges into the penalty area. Simmons. McLaughlin, in field it goes. Neat and tidy this from Brighton on the edge of the penalty area. Is there an end product for the Seagulls? Teasing ball into the danger area. Met by the instep back there of Martha Harris. Only half cleared. Pankovic. Pattinson. And Blues repel Brighton all the way back to the halfway line. Pankovic has spotted Haley free on the left. Ball didn't reach her. That's the intervention from Martha Harris. Fuso. Dogged work from her. Mason isolated. Seeks refuge in her goalkeeper. Quinn. Now the key here is, well, I was about to be commentator's curse, didn't quite curse it. I was about to say the key here is that Blues have worked so hard out of possession that we make paramount use of the ball when we do manage to win it back, and in those rare instances where we can steal possession off of Brighton Hove Albion, who are of course going to come here and try to dominate possession. We need our spell to possession to be valuable when we do see the ball. And we've won it back on that far side. Show you we're in a good contest with the England Lioness, Nikita Paris, of course part of that famous squad that beat Germany in that grand old famous final 2 years ago to lift the Euro trophy. Cho Yuri spotted Ava Baker in space, ball didn't quite reach the Chelsea loanee. The signing from Leicester, I should say. Leicester, of course, in our Fancy Cup group. Ava Baker who worked with Amy Merricks, got on the Blues manager's radar in the England setup on the 19s level. This her first start for the left winger for Blues this evening. Still just 18 years of age. Neat touch away from Quinn, from Simmons. Pattinson. Looped over the top for Paris to give chase. A test of Quinn's acceleration, and it's a test that the Blues stalwart passes with flying colours. It's been a terrific defensive display so far from Blues. They're being shifted from right to left, but still being so effective in closing those avenues that Brighton are looking to exploit. It's a disciplined and organised performance so far. Zeke, good take. Akpan picks up possession, loses out to Adjiman. Zake in a pocket of space. This is Paris, gets the ball out of her feet and pulls the trigger. It's a good block from Heron. Zake was aware that she was offside, so left the ball for Adjiman, who wins the throw-in. First clear-cut chance in front of goal for Nikita Paris. So her effort charged down. Simmons. Nice 1-2 with Pattinson. Combination of Fuso and Harrison Murray. Can't turn the ball over. And certainly Maisie Simmons looking to pull the strings for Brighton Hove Albion in the middle. String not long enough though to find Seika on this near side, the right on that occasion. Mason can't find Christy Harrison Murray, centre of the park. Harrison Murray, who made her 100th appearance in blue on Sunday. She came on at Maiden Castle against Durham. This mark making it 101 appearances in a blue shirt for the Scottish International. Captain in the side tonight. And Blues have done well to ride yet another storm of retained Brighton possession and now stifling the Seagulls' rhythm. And the longer the game goes on like this, the longer that Brighton Hove Albion, the Super League side, can't find the breakthrough, the more they'll become frustrated and Blues can look to exploit. Nice take from Harrison Murray. Seeks refuge with Heron, who's charged down by Haley. She's given away to Paris, picked up by Seike. Well worked by Brighton Hove Albion from the turnover. Kovic. Seike's ball, Adjiman threw herself out at the front post, as did Louise Quinn, and the Blues centre-back does enough. Courageous defending from Louise Quinn to keep Michelle Adjiman at bay. Round of applause for Louise Quinn from Tony O'Neill from the bench. Polish international on loan from PSG with the goal kick. The flick on was by Akpan. She's found Baker. Quinn takes over. Quinn just wanted a forward run from Fuso on that occasion. Wasn't provided by the Brazilian, but Blues do win a throw-in down the left-hand side. Mason drives in field. It's well worked by Blues this, but Baker is offside. Down the left. A rare Blues attack this evening comes to an unclimactic end. 0-0 then here on Blues TV. Also 0-0 in the game, the other game in our group against Leicester and Bristol City. Elsewhere, Blackburn have taken the lead against Durham. Man United lead Liverpool. Newcastle take an early lead against Everton. It's 1-1 between West Ham and Portsmouth, and Spurs lead Charlton by a goal to nil around the other groups in the Conti Cup. Ball squeezed down the right-hand side. Adjiman's got there ahead of Heron. It's a great recovery from Niamh Heron, doing just enough, not just to dispossess Adjiman, but to also win the goal kick. Absolutely sensational from Niamh Heron. Michelle Adjiman is going to be a constant threat this evening. Top of the Super League quality, on loan from Arsenal. So far, though, Messrs Quinn and Heron have been able to deal with the threat that she has posed. Kauska to Akpan, who shields away from Paris. Square it goes for Heron. Picked off by Paris. Paris looks to drive into the centre. Yuri comes short to pick up. Yuri crowded out, dispossessed momentarily. Blues wrestle it back, and now Fuso looks to find Akpan on that right-hand side, who's switched wings with Yuri. Baker. Harris. Quinn looking to deliver into the penalty area. It's the throw-in. It's Blues' best period of sustained pressure so far this evening. Half an hour gone, 15 minutes to the break. As it just breaks down right on cue. This cue touch from Lucy Quinn, sees the ball fade behind for a goal kick. Pattinson. Woodvand. Simmons. Harris dropping deep, looking to link things up. Brighton, though, can't find the England lioness. There's good hunting from Blues. Ori. Brighton work themselves out of a tight corner. Seke looking to link up with Paris down this near side the right. Seke. McLaughlin can't find Paris after joining in the attack from centre-back. And this is Quinn. Does well to hold off the captain, Bergsvand. It's just crowded out in the end. Lucy Quinn. Nice pick-up by Harrison Murray. And now look at the space for Ava Baker. And Blues are flooding forward. Big chance this, if the cross is right. It's Baker looking for Yuri. Just escapes her stride. Yuri will look to pick up with Lucy Quinn, but that's intercepted. And the Blues attack breaks down. The first time we've really had Brighton stretch on the counter-attack. And it was Fuso with a searching ball out for Ava Baker. The cross just beyond Cho Yuri at the back post. Heron. Mason's offside. but that's where Blues can punish this Brighton side, preying on mistakes, turning the ball over and exploiting those spaces left behind. Paris looked offside by my judgment, and the linesman on this near side agrees. To Paris, who's won almost every title there is to win in the women's game, Champions League with Lyon, of course 3 FA Cups, 1 Super League, 2 League Cups in this competition, and of course the Euros title with the England Lionesses. A great addition to the Brighton Hove Albion squad this season from Manchester United. And Fuso knew she was offside as it was Ava Baker looking around the corner to find her. Yuri in a foot race with Seike, and Yuri has just left a bit on the Japanese international. So dangerous free kick position for Brighton. Simmons, Kankovic, the 2 over it for the Seagulls. A packed penalty area, shades of yellow and blue in front of Olivia Spakowska. It's a decent delivery towards that back post. Ajiman was arriving, couldn't provide the finishing touch as it sails behind into the Gil-Merrick. And Haley's showing an interest as well. Spakowska, long downfield, Pattinson underneath it for the Seagulls. Fuso in a foot race. And it's one that the Brazilian wins, and a great turn. Turning on the flare, Ivana Fuso looking to play through Ava Baker. Pattinson on the cover though, to deny the signing from Leicester any space to operate in. It's the buccaneering Martha Harris who's won the decision over there, as you just sense the pendulum of momentum may be swinging in Blues' favour in the final quarter of an hour of the half. It's great work from Ivana Fuso, brilliant skill, great feet to twist away from traffic and open St Andrews ahead of her. That's what Ivana Fuso offers you, game-changing moments like that. So Quinn and Harrison Murray conspiring over the free kick. Blues lining up on the edge of the 18-yard box. Louise Quinn joins the attack from centre-back. Mason's up there as well. In comes the delivery, fielded by Brighton. Harris looked to repeat the feat that she scored in this competition last year against West Ham United down the other end, which was an absolutely great strike from a clearance from a free kick. Looked to emulate that, didn't catch it as she desired. In the end, Brighton survived. But 2 goals from Martha Harris last season, one of them actually goal of the season against Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. Absolute firecracker. A worldie in its own right. Yuri. Akpan to work hard to get there ahead of Ajiman. As a result, her pass is astray. Likewise, though, the pass from Brighton. Yuri looking to be slick. She's giving it away. Blues win it back. Heron, surrounded by 4 yellow shirts, turns away from danger. Finds Harrison Murray. This is Akpan. Just about smuggles it out to Baker. One-on-one with Poppy Pattinson. Baker with a twist and turn. She goes down under pressure from Pattinson. Just having her arm pulled as she drove in field there over Baker. It's another threatening free kick for Blues, as we just look to get it up ahead of steam and our tails up. So 0-0 here at St Andrews at Knighthead Park. First group game of the Conti Cup. 7 minutes to go until half-time. After a strong Brighton start, can we put our noses in front before that half-time whistle? We've defended courageously. Can we find the quality at the other end? Decent delivery by Quinn, that's well held on Melina Loic. Haley. Bergsvund. So 5 minutes to go until half-time. 0-0 here at St Andrews at Knighthead Park. Blues holding our own and more against the Super League outfit, Brighton Hove Albion. Seke made a dart down this near side the right. Brighton instead have opted to operate down the left with Haley. Infield it goes to Kankovic. Ori. Pattinson has asked a lot of Adjuman and Simmons, and it's the challenge from Louise Quinn, which deflects last of the Brighton player Kankovic, and behind for a goal kick. 4 minutes to go until half-time, 0-0 here in St Andrews. Kauska. Seke. To pull away from Yuri. Referee plays advantage. And Brighton look to get on with it. Harris's cross deflecting off of Heron and behind for a corner kick, as Seke just escaped the clutches of Yuri. Brighton looking to end the half with a flourish. About 3 minutes to go until the half-time whistle. 0-0 in a stalemate between Super League Brighton and Hove Albion. Championship Blues. Kankovic on this near side. Left-footed ball to the near post is fielded by the left boot of Ellie Mason. Kankovic. Rockford. Seke thought she timed her run well. The line is good from Blues, and she's caught offside. Kauska training passes with Heron. She's done well to bring that under her spell. Drive out of a tight corner, fully committed against Paris. And Blues retain possession and found a pocket of space for Harrison Murray, caught on it by Haley. He eludes Akpan. Brighton Hove Albion can turn it over. 0-0. About 3.5 minutes to go until half-time. Paris, a neat touch in field. Read well by Christy Harrison Murray. And there is the Scottish international looking to release Baker. Forced wide by the pass, but Blues still with the ball. Harris, nicely done by Quinn round the corner. Baker fashioning across. Cannons out of play. Continues, the wrestling match continues between Quinn and Adjuman, towering figures of the game. Heron looking for the run of Mason, foot race with McLaughlin. Yuri, Quinn. Mason. Yuri. That's a neat ball to find Fuso. Can't find a way past Bergsman. Adjuman back there to help out her teammates. A minute to go until we see how much time's going to be added on at the end of this first half, but Blues looking to end this first half on top. Quinn, isolated, as well to win the throw. Fuso spins away from Adjuman, just runs out of room on this near side of Mana Fuso. Paris. And Cho Yuri is going to go in the book for what I think is repeated offences. Accumulation of fouls all over the pitch. So Cho Yuri joins Ivana Fuso in the referee's notebook. There is the half-time whistle to bring to an end a first half where chances have been a premium for both sides. Brighton started the stronger, as you would expect, in the division above. Periods of sustained possession, but to tell the truth, Blues have matched the Super League side on every turn so far. A goalmouth scramble, the best opportunity, half chance for the Seagulls so far. Blues came close when Ava Baker found space down the right, but she couldn't find Cho Yuri at the back post. Amy Merricks was looking for a response from Sunday, and so far she's seen it in droves from her side, who have stood up to the test posed by the Super League side so far high up here in the opening group game of the Conti Cup. Here at St Andrews at Knighthead Park at half-time, it's Blues 0, Brighton 0.
Yeah, we've just been talking before we come on air about the change in the atmosphere, the build-up to the game. You've got the fire, you've got the music, the atmosphere, the expectation of everybody in and around the stadium. It creates such a buzz about the football club.
Lukas Jukovic alongside me, Matt Delaney here to topple that record in his first time in the away dugout at St Andrews. In our toughest run of games so far, we've slain the Wrexham Dragons. The Millers have been crushed. We've ropped off the Posh. Now, time to tame the Terriers. Blues kicking from left to right in this first half. It's Huddersfield with the ball on the right-hand side. And Juki, in the early exchanges, what is the message from the manager game after game, especially in a game of this magnitude?
Well, I think ultimately you wanted to get off to a fast start. I mean, Huddersfield have clearly come out here with the tails up, and you get a shot straight away. And we talked,
as I say, 30-35 yards. It's a 4-strong wall from Blues as Ryan Alsop dictates that wall into position. Evans looked like he's going to strike this. Does strike it! Has to be dealt with by Ryan Alsop, who comfortably dived down to his left-hand side to palm away. That's as Sorensen picks up for Huddersfield Town. Well fielded over there by Alfie May. Remains 0-0. Yeah, Matt Pearson following up a free kick that cannoned off the crossbar to head home his first of the campaign. Here's Kasumu, set up handsomely for the centre midfield to strike. Support arriving in the form of Taylor Gardner-Hickman. Stansfield looked to go through Brodie Spencer, who stood his ground and wrestled the ball back. Not for long, as I spoke too soon, as Taylor Gardner-Hickman is penalised. It will be Willemsen. Had to be palmed over by Jacob Chapman. It was dipping, got it over the wall and back down in time to trouble the Huddersfield goalkeeper, who had to palm over his crossbar. Corner Blues.
Yeah, good effort. You know, it's just obviously a save that you'd expect him to make, but it's pressure. It's another set piece, and hopefully we can capitalise.
Cochrane from this near side the right from the resultant corner, from where the main stand meets the Gil Merrick. Left-footed. Decent delivery, looping towards the back post. Willemsen showed interest. Clara can bring it down under pressure. Swarms of red shirts now look to measure it. Fielded by Huddersfield. Kesh Anderson took it off the toe of Iwata. Clara looking to tee someone up in the middle with the looping ball. Willemsen looking to keep it in play. Prevents the goal kick and does so. Blues sustain the attack. Picking up the second ball deep inside Huddersfield territory. Christian Bielik camped inside the Huddersfield half. Willemsen, the rain now pouring down in the second city, illuminated by the floodlights here at St Andrews at Knighthead Park, as Willemsen waltzes his way through, off the line. Was it a Huddersfield head that got there? No, it was Alfie May. You know, he's got big boots to fill as well down that right flank. You know how Ethan Laird's been performing this season and last before he picked up an injury, but as we said earlier, performed brilliantly. And Blues looking to take the advantage before half-time. It's Jay Stansfield! Fires wide of the mark. Ricochet over the crossbar, and that's how the half ends. Well, Blues having the two best opportunities of the game. First, Willemsen seeing his effort ricochet over the crossbar. Welcome back for the second half. Cheers, Erin. Thanks, Cart. One change at half-time for Blues then. Taylor Gardner-Hickman makes way for Alphonse Sampstead. Taylor Gardner-Hickman on a booking, Juki. So a change at right back for Blues. So corner from the left-hand side this time. Huddersfield players causing a nuisance in the penalty area, and the referee's whistle goes for one of the many melees taking place in there. Kasumu, the one penalised, and the free kick goes Blues' way.
And that's it. It's about getting the ball back into play quickly as well. Let's see the central defenders at Huddersfield still getting back into shape, and we're playing already. I think it's something the manager is really insisting upon, that we get the ball back in play. Teams want to rest when the ball's out of play. If we can get it back in, and they're not really seeing their shape.
What a run by Clara. What a run by Sampstead. And here is Jay Stansfield. He's flashed it wide. The Duff goes in the book for his complaints to the fourth official. Blues are going to make two changes as well, being made to wait. Hansen and Wright, so two flanking changes coming up for Blues. Clara. Stansfield round the corner for Sampstead, and Stansfield's burst into the penalty area, and Sampstead's found him. It's Jay Stansfield. Alfie May gives Blues the lead. Well, you can't keep a good goal scorer off the score sheet for long. The man who slipped through Huddersfield's fingers in the summer comes back to haunt the Terriers and gives us the lead in front of the Tilton. And what a team goal, Luka Žukovic.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's written in the script, wasn't it? Back in the starting lineup against the team that tried to sign him, his former manager. It was always going to happen. But fantastic move. Lovely way to pass from Sampstead as well. Jay Stansfield, so selfless, could have gone on his own. Recognised that Alfie's taken up a great position, and just an excellent team goal all round.
And what a return ball to find Stansfield from Sampstead. Tight to that right-hand touchline. 3 strong Huddersfield press, and Blues have comfortably played our way out of it. And now Scott Wright bringing us up the field. You can't help but be impressed at everything we're doing at the moment as Wright pulls the trigger. And Chapman scrambling towards his crossbar as it just sails over and behind into the Tilton by Scott Wright.
Yeah, no, hopefully these situations are going to happen more and more. You know, Huddersfield are going to have to be a little bit more adventurous, and when we've got the quality to play out of those tight situations, we're going to have overloads and counter-attacks, and hopefully we can punish them.
Chapman with the goal kick. Just over 20 minutes to go.
I mean, obviously touching on Hoggy, he's had a fantastic career, great servant for Huddersfield, had a lot of success with them, excellent professional.
Given away by Huddersfield deep inside their own territory. Hansen looking to provide the full punishment. Palmed away by Chapman in his near post. Scott Wright looking to set someone up in the middle with the cross. Dealt with by Huddersfield at the back. Iwata robs Miller of possession. Blues still on the attack. Hansen looking for Willemsen, again fielded by the Terriers. Brilliant leap by Iwata to keep the attack alive. Samuki Iwata. Blues back now at a canter, but it's given away by Wright, and Huddersfield looking to... And he's giving Mikael Miller 1 or 2 things to think about, and he's dispossessed him. And he's played into the penalty area, and there's Hansen! Goal-saving block by Sorensen. Oh, what a hit by Paik! Palmed away by Jacob Chapman.
Yeah, been slim pickings for him so far. It's yeah, tough up there.
Scott Wright. Stansfield's in. Jay Stansfield out of his feet. Ripples the side netting as he blazes wide.
Rather than just sitting in your shape and relying on your legs, this is a far more relaxing way to win a game.
It's another comprehensive performance from this record-breaking Blues side.
Said football isn't for everyone. They said football isn't for us. A different team, but still our blue. They said we're not strong, skillful, fast. They said no one watches, that no one cares, that there's no history. We say, see for yourself.
What do you think of the kick?
I think it's good, you know.
So both teams back out for second half of action in the opening game of the Conti Cup group stage. Both of these games in our Group D in stalemates, as Niamh Heron has been withdrawn. Bex Holloway will replace her. Niamh Heron, who has played 4 lots of 90 minutes so far this season, withdrawn at half-time. Maybe a precaution, maybe tactical. Not too sure. We'll try and get some news on that for you throughout this second half, where Blues will look to continue to look to match Brighton and Hove Albion stride for stride, as we did in that first half, and restrict the Super League side to half chances. Nil-nil as we start the second half here at St Andrews at Knighthead Park. So that one change only for Blues between the two teams, as Harris picks up a pass intended for Adjimang, and Harris can stride Blues up the pitch. Harris away from Michelle Adjimang. Certainly a mismatch in that corner. But Martha Harris has done really well to win a throw-in for Blues as we look to start the second half brightly. Olivia Szepakowska in goal for us. Harris, Quinn, Holloway and Mason at the back. Harrison Murray and Akpan. Yuri, Quinn, Baker and Fuso the front four. Here is Harris linking up with Ivana Fuso. Spins away from Adjimang. Fuso gliding forward, looking to play that disguise ball through into the penalty area. Nobody home for Blues, and Brighton can pick up possession. Martha Lewick in goal for them, the German. McLaughlin, Bergsland and Ori the back three. Seiki and Pattinson the wing backs for them. Simmons, Haley, and then Paris, Adjimang and Kankovic. Actually looks like Michelle Adjimang has come across this left-hand side for this second period as that left wing-back. Maybe to look to exploit Blues with her pace and cause a bit of a mismatch height-wise between her and Martha Harris. A tactical play by Dario Bilicic at half-time, the Brighton Hove Albion manager. Haley taking on more of a central role, therefore. Loses out. It's flashed across this near side, and Baker will keep it in play as blue shirts arrive forward in support. Baker might not need them. Finds Quinn. This is a really bright start to the second period for Blues. Much the better side coming out of the trap. There's a great take by Ava Baker, who tests the goalkeeper at the near post. Melina Lowick comes up with the save to palm it away. Blues' first clear-cut opportunity of the game falls for Ava Baker after a really well-worked move down the right-hand side. Quinn instrumental. Baker, brilliant turn into the penalty area. Denied by Lowick at our near post, but cause for concern for Blues is that Cho Yuri has remained down on the floor after the build-up to that effort. Ellie Mason hasn't noticed, but Blues do have a throw-in, so Yuri can receive some treatment. What an opportunity for Blues. Half chance has to go down as the angle was tight, very much favoured with the goalkeeper. And Melina Lowick produced the save from Ava Baker, denying her a goal on her full debut. Of course, for concern for Cho Yuri, who did miss our game against Portsmouth a few weeks ago, out of the squad completely, and went down rather nonchalantly off the ball. No real pressure on her, and Lucy Quinn looking to the bench. So it is going to be first appearance of the season for Luann Warzy upon her return from a very profitable season-long loan at Nottingham Forest, where she had a splendid season last campaign. The 19-year-old, and Tegan McGowan also being readied for Blues. So it's going to be a double change from Amy Merricks. One of those changes is going to be for Cho Yuri. We'll just see who the second to make way will be 5 minutes in to the second period. Confirmation of Cho Yuri's number. So Tegan McGowan, who has started really brightly for life in blue after joining from Charlton in the summer, has been instrumental in a handful of our 9 goals that we've scored already this season. And the second number is going to be Ivana Fuso. So Ivana Fuso, both yellow cards, leaving the field in Yuri and Fuso. Of course, plenty of football still to come in the season, so this is a luxury that Amy Merricks has with this large squad of talent that she can rotate at will. So Luann Warzy on her return to Blues from a loan spell at Nottingham Forest with her first appearance of the season in a blue shirt. Yuri and Fuso are the ones to make way. 8 goals for Warzy in her spell in Nottingham. You see that McGowan is taking up the mantle down the left-hand side. Warzy tucked in at that number 10 position. Harris's intervention so far dealt with the threat of Adjiman splendidly on this near side as Baker goes down looking for a free kick. Won't get one. Here is Adjiman. Paris lets it run for Haley. Blues pick up possession. There's Mason into the path of Harrison Murray. Mason, and Quinn is away, and Quinn has sprung the offside trap. Yellow shirts recovering. Quinn on the edge of the penalty area. Christy Harrison Murray! Not too far away, just cut across it at the vital moment. And you can see how disappointed the captain is within herself. Best opportunity of the game. Falls Blues' way on the counter-attack. Defence-splitting ball by Ellie Mason to find Lucy Quinn, who had the pace to get away. Reinforcements arrived in the form of the captain. Took it first time, just cut across it and sliced it wide with Ava Baker available to her right-hand side. It goes down to the best chance of the game. 2 good chances in the opening 10 minutes of the second half as Blues have come racing out of the traps in the opening game of the Conti Cup in this second period. Blues just squeezing Brighton at the back. Adjumang down the left-hand side, one-on-one with Martha Harris, cuts in field. Adjumang onto Paris. Paris accelerating, runs into Warzy. Brighton sustain their attack. Simmons, good chasing from Blues. Baker neatly away from Paris, bundled over, free kick goes Blues' way. Big opportunity for Christy Harrison Murray to give Blues the lead. Just blazed it wide. Downfield, the flick on is by Pattinson. Well, it's Brighton who have opted for a back 4, it looks like, in this half, with Pattinson operating as an inverted full-back. Just drifting in field, and then across comes Kankovic. You can see the system in full flow as Haley brings it down, runs into Quinn. This is Seke. looking to waltz her way through. Seike had plenty of joy in the opening 15 minutes of the first half. Less so as the half went on. Japanese international, though, picks up possession, looks to tee someone up in the middle. It's away by Quinn, only as far as the edge of the 18-yard box. Yellow shirt swarming. Worsey chasing. Swung across. And it was Holloway at the front post to turn it behind. Brighton corner kick. Short corner, swung in, headed only as far as Seike. Free kick goes Blues' way. Whistle went. Hesitation from the referee for a high boot on Lucy Quinn. 11 minutes into the second half. Still in a stalemate here in the opening game of the Conti Cup group stage. Remember, if it is a draw after 90 minutes plus stoppage time, it goes straight to a penalty shootout to decide which side 2 points will be awarded to in the league table. Both sides, though, trying to prevent that and take the full helping of 3 in the allotted 90. Worsey flicks on. Taken up by McGowan, runs into Seike. Harrison Murray looks for that reverse ball, looking for Quinn. Picked up by Worsey, who's scythed down from behind. A vocal complaint from Simmons. Nothing doing from the referee. Free kick awarded to Blues. Quinn. Swept out wide for Harris, who runs into Adjumang. Just needs to take a moment or two to herself, Martha Harris. That's what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. It's going to be really interesting to see how that duel develops on this near side. Adjumang versus Harris for the second half. Quinn. Harris works in field looking for Baker. Ricochets to Quinn. Worsey looking to waltz into the danger area. Akpan looks to tidy things up, and Blues will recycle. Holloway swept out to that far side for Quinn. Mason, beg your pardon. Mason. It's neat and tidy from Blues. Much better in this second half. Louise Quinn to her namesake Lucy. Baker much more involved in this second period. Quinn over the top. Christy Harrison-Murray did motion as if she was going to make a dart into that area that Lucy Quinn found, but just halted her run at the vital moment. And in the end, Lucy Quinn's ball finds no one in particular. So 0-0, just approaching the final half an hour. Our opening group game in the Conti Cup. Arsenal the holders, of course, after winning the final at Molineux all season. Brighton desperately looking to re-establish that rhythm that they found in the first half that was so successful for them. Blues have just disrupted that, but Seike looking to exploit a pocket of space round the back. Can't tee anyone up in yellow in the middle, and Blues can look to counter-charge with Baker. Adjumang gets goal side. Nice nutmeg from Baker, but Adjumang right up her back. Eva Baker turns to the referee in vain, but will settle for the throw-in. Harrison Murray caught on it, and that's Simmons! Wasn't too far away. Certainly had Szybakowska scrambling to her right-hand side as it flashed past her far post. Christy Harrison Murray, the guilty party, caught on it by Maisie Simmons, who tried her luck from distance. Szybakowska at full stretch. See it flash past the right-hand post. It remains 0-0. Closest Brighton have come, though. Long by Harris, fielded by Brighton. Man inside to Simmons, who just skimmed the post a moment ago. Nicely done to find Seiki. Here's Haley. Louise Quinn following her wherever she goes. It's found Seiki. And Seiki looks square. Adjiman arriving. Off the woodwork. A combination of Szybakowska and the woodwork denying Michelle Adjiman. The closest either side have come. Szybakowska got across well. I'm not sure if the woodwork helped her out or it was all of the Polish international's work. We'll have to see a replay. But Adjiman was arriving at pace around the back. And the frame is still shaking. Combination of keeper and woodwork keeping Michelle Adjiman at bay. Baker on the way to work overtime to get there, but get there she did. Adjiman. Brighton again looking to grow into the contest and take the initiative. Hoping that that chance for Michelle Adjiman will galvanise them into action. Bergsman. Haley making the burst beyond. This is Adjiman. Haley. Neatly done by Brighton. A tight pocket. Bergsman, the Super League side, just looking to turn the screw. And the Super League side readying 3 changes from the bench. Paris looking to get round the back, screened by Louise Quinn, and out came Bukowska. Nice, neatly done. And Sake is in, angles tight! And the Japanese international fires into the side netting. Brighton edging closer and closer to an opening. The leading Women's Super League top scorer can't hit the target and remain in a stalemate. And Brighton are going to look to call the cavalry. Marissa, the Slaggers, is the first to come on. She will replace Poppy Pattinson.
And for Brighton and Hove, it's a thank you to number 3, Poppy Pattinson. And we would like to welcome onto the pitch.
Also coming on, Pauline Bremer and Fran Kirby. Desperate times call for desperate measures. So now 2 Lionesses amongst Brighton's 11 out there on the field. Fran Kirby joins her Lioness teammate, Kika Paris. Fran Kirby, who's already off the mark for the Seagulls, scoring a penalty on the opening day in their 4-0 hammering of Everton. And here come Brighton, instantly looking to find Fran Kirby, as it's a pile of bodies on the edge of the D. Adjumang and Quinn staying down, but the free kick goes Blues' way. Of course, Fran Kirby bringing an end to a stellar 9-year spell with Chelsea, leaving as their all-time leading goal scorer with 116 goals to make the switch to the South Coast. An 8-time Super League winner, 5-time FA Cup winner, a 2-time winner of this particular competition. And of course, part of that Euros winning squad with England 2 years ago. Unfortunately missed the recent World Cup with a knee injury. And Fran Kirby looking to turn the fortunes of Brighton Hove Albion here this evening. So far, they've been stifled at every opportunity by a resilient blue side. But a flurry of chances, Adjumang and Seke coming close. Halley now, chased by Holloway. Halley still in possession, looking for support, can't find a yellow shirt, can only find Christy Harrison-Murray. And now Tegan McGowan can spin away from McLaughlin. The game just beginning to open up slightly as a few tired bodies creep in. McGowan striding down the left-hand side, goes down under pressure, nothing doing by the referee. And it fades behind for a goal kick. Adjumang. Paris beyond her on the infield. Haley. Bravely done by McGowan. Referee lets play go on. As McGowan Seeks to find Baker. Or keeping pace with the summer signing. Blue shirts arriving in support. One of them is Tegan McGowan. And McGowan looking to waltz her way through. Was there a leg in there from Ajimak? McGowan goes down and is asking the question. Nothing doing for the referee, who swiftly waves away the appeals. And the appeals end there for Tegan McGowan. Bremer, meanwhile, down the right-hand side, recently introduced. Bremer can't get the better of Holloway. Szepakowska concedes the corner kick. Blues forced into a tight spot by Maureen Bremer from Wolfsburg last season. 3 goals in a debut campaign with Brighton Hove Albion last time out. After she charged down the right-hand side. Brighton profiting with this corner kick. Slagis to deliver. Dutch international, and it's found a way in. It's crept in. And the Seagulls finally take flight at St Andrews at Knighthead Park. It's a corner kick, it's a deft touch, which sees the ball nestle into the bottom corner and which cues the change from Blues. Lee Kyun-min being introduced. Well, it'll be so frustrating for Amy Merricks because Blues have matched Brighton stride for stride, especially in the second half, as well as having chances of our own. But it's a set piece that has proven the undoing of Blues. And now Lucy Quinn will be replaced by Lee Kyun-min.
We would like to welcome onto the pitch for Birmingham City number 77, Lee G-man, and thank number 17, Lucy Quinn. It's currently 1-0 to Brighton and Hove Albion. Our goal scorer for Brighton and Hove Albion was number 5, Jiro Mustafa.
So a captain's goal for Brighton Hove Albion sees the Seagulls lift off at St Andrews at Knighthead Park. They've been knocking on the door for this second half, and Blues undone from the set piece. The deftest of touches by Guro Bergsvend. And the captain's goal separates the two sides. Here's Kirby, loses out. The onus now on Blues to respond. So a free kick for Brighton Hove Albion, looking to double their advantage after the breakthrough came through the captain Bergsvend. Simmons looking at this with purpose to measure it up! Inch perfect from Maisie Simmons to double the Seagulls' advantage. And the Super League side showing their quality in this second half. It's a piece of solitary class which opens the gap to 2 goals in a flash. And Maisie Simmons with a piece of individual brilliance to beat Olivia Szepakowska from the set piece. And we now find ourselves chasing a 2-goal deficit. Well, uphill struggle has just turned into a mountain to navigate for Blues now. And Brighton looking for a third. Responded by Shanti Akpan. Well, Maisie Simmons, her first goal in 3 years. And what a way to score it as well. Szafakowska is forced to scramble to her left-hand side. Nikita Paris testing her reflexes from distance. She just couldn't find the desired bend to trouble the Polish international. So Blues 2 down in the flash. A header through the crowd by the captain, Bergsman. Followed up by a piece of individual brilliance from the set piece. Inch perfect from Maisie Simmons to make it 2. Paris. Brighton looking to put the points beyond all doubt as Adjuman waltzes into the penalty area, picked up by Harrison Murray. She's tugged back by the substitute Maris Lagers, and Dutch international will receive a yellow card. And Leicester have taken the lead against Bristol City in the other game in our group, Group D. Of course, we've got a quarter of an hour to respond here at St Andrews at Knighthead Park, back in league action on Sunday for the visit of Blackburn and Rovers. As the captain will make way for Brighton Hove Albion, making her mark on proceedings. Drurlin Araboli will replace her.
And for Brighton and Hove, our subs are, we'd like to thank number 5 and welcome on to the pitch number 16, Jorelyn Crowley.
Lee Gyun-min sends it over the top, looking for Worsey. Blues looking to mount a reply. Worsey. Lee Gyun-min. Baker obliges with Lee Gyun-min. Here's Worsey, big opportunity to pull one back for Blues. Harris just couldn't turn in the penalty area, and the chance fades. In the middle of the park. Blues with it all to do now. Harris looking to put Wachowska under pressure. Gyun-min. Baker. Gyun-min spotted the run of Tegan McGowan in behind, too close to the goalkeeper. So 10 minutes to go, 10 minutes for Blues to come back from this 2-goal deficit, to force penalties at least, to battle for the points. 2 goals in 3 minutes and put us right up against it, against the Super League outfit.
We'd like to thank
and they have a corner kick.
support at St Andrews this evening. Our attendance is 842. Thank you for all your continued
Isha Masaka being ready by Brighton Hove Albion when we know what happened from their last corner. The goal scorer has left the field, but the threat still remains. Sluggers with the corner kick into the crowd again. Just eludes the leap of Marie Uri. So Masaka will replace Nikita Harris.
Subs for Brighton Hove Albion, they'd like to bring off number 9, Nikita Perez, and bring on number 7, Isha Maska.
So Blues have 9 minutes to find 2 goals from somewhere. Frustrating, 2 goals from 2 set pieces after being so impressive and matching this Super League side stride for stride all over the pitch. But a corner and a inch-perfect free kick has proven to be our undoing so far this evening. What's our response like? McGowan, left-hand side. Brighton restored to a full complement of 11 as Haley makes her way back to the field, but McGowan is robbed of possession. And this is Simmons, who found the net for her first goal in 3 years. And what a goal it was. She's taken the captain's armband from Bergsven. Fielded by Harris. Min. Mason, space for her. Driven ball, searching for the run of Warzy. Run through Lewick, but plenty to be positive about tonight, keeping Brighton at bay for 3/4 of the game. The Super League outfit, featuring 2 England Lionesses, which in parts, more than parts, Blues have looked the better side, especially early parts of this second half. We came racing out of the blocks and asking a lot of questions of the Seagulls. But Bergsven swept in and headed home the opener. And then Maisie Simmons from the free kick found the top corner, beating Olivia Szpakowska. And we have 7 minutes to overturn this 2-goal deficit, but Brighton Hove Albion have a free kick deep inside our territory on the left. Gemma Lawley being readied for the Blues. She carries out her final stretches below me atop the main stand. Who's prepared to defend a free kick in a threatening position for the visitors. Slagers standing over it. Left-footed delivery. Looping. Adjiman rising. Straight to the gloves of Szpakowska, who was well positioned. Good leap by Michelle Adjiman at the back post. Polish goalkeeper level to it. Eva Baker turns into trouble. Karabali. This is McLaughlin. Frank Kirby. Ori. Bremer. Neat and tidy from Brighton Hove Albion. Kirby to Bremer. This is Frank Kirby, England Lioness. Masaka. Ali. Brighton Hove Albion with a retained spell of possession. Ali looking to pick someone out in the middle, and it's a great finish from Frank Kirby to make it 3. Notching up her second in a Brighton shirt since joining from Chelsea. The colours may have changed for Frank Kirby, but the goal scoring hasn't. And she surely puts this Conti Cup tie beyond all doubt with a splendid finish in the 6-yard box. There was a good period of sustained pressure from Brighton Hove Albion, worked the ball out to the left-hand side. Madison Haley with the ammunition, Frank Kirby with the slick finish. So Gemma Lawley has been told to retake her seat as there's an issue for Ava Baker, who was just moving a bit gingerly. So Emmy Merricks has swapped that change to be Bex McKenna instead. Becca McKenna will replace Ava Baker, who's made a brilliant account of herself, 18 years of age and her first start for Blue since joining from Leicester in the summer. Has really tested the legs of Marit Oray and Poppy Pattinson and Michelle Adjumang. Down this Blues right-hand side has Ava Baker. She makes way for Rebecca McKenna for the final 3 minutes, where Blues trail by 3-0. Frank Kirby adding insult to injury with a cheeky finish in the penalty area. Brighton looking for 4. It's Kirby. Adjuman slices, still alive for Brighton Hove Albion in the penalty area. Bremer is deflected. And Masaka will watch that out for a corner kick. Well, Blues certainly made a contest of this for large parts of this second half, but Brighton now, since that opening goal, in full control and showcasing their Super League quality in droves. It goes to the edge of the penalty area, which Lagers and stabbed towards goal and cleared away by Blues. It was Karabali with the follow-up effort. Ali, Adjuman looking to follow up. Only half cleared by Blues. Agpan loses out. Masaka. Slavis will have 7 minutes of additional time. 7 minutes for Blues to find a miracle of 3 goals. Remember, in this competition, group stage at the beginning, goal difference is a factor. So as much as Blues want to reduce that deficit, don't want that deficit to open up even further. So an important decision for Emma to take as to how she wants Blues to manage this added time period, of which we'll have 7 minutes. Adjumang to barge her way through. Harrison Murray, Lee Min against her former club, of course. Marquee signing for Blues coming from Brighton and Hove Albion. Louise Quinn can't find McKenna. Adjumang will find Frank Kirby. And Masaka is peeling away. Masaka into the penalty area. Holloway on the cover. Sudanaya. So Dario sits his side in the end with a scoreline which reads a bit more comfortable than it has been in reality for Brighton Hove Albion, who have had to have periods of sustained pressure and work hard for what looks to be their first points of the Conti Cup campaign. Who certainly had chances. Ava Baker denied at the near post by Melina Lueck after, largely limiting Brighton Hove Albion to half chances in that first half. But as the game went on, as energy levels dropped perhaps, Brighton Hove Albion seized the initiative and now lead by 3 goals to 0. 2 from set pieces and 1 after Frank Kirby finished off a slick passing move. Blues win the ball back in the centre though. Can we get a goal back in added time? McKenna. Lee Gyun-min. Return ball for McKenna. And it's kept in play after the deflection. No such luck for Blues as Lueck prevents the corner kick. Lee Gyun-min. Here's McKenna. McGowan is onside. Held up, but Blues still in the hunt. Harris also onside. Plenty of Blues bodies in the middle. Harris's ball can't beat the first defender. And there's Masaka. And Brighton Hove Albion can comfortably tidy up. And about 3-4 minutes of the 7 added on. Kirby has looked to put this game beyond all doubt, adding the 3rd. Kirby. Great intervention by Mason. Good anticipation leading to the intervention. Worsey. Heavy touch by Holloway. Just about does enough to keep it in play, but at the expense of surrendering possession, but recovers well. The face of Frank Kirby. Bremer twisting away from Worsey. Bremer into the penalty area, looking to tee someone up in the middle. Release Quinn away. Simmons finds Kirby. This is Bremer. And this continued to run into the centre and delays the ammunition. Here is Frank Kirby. Useful pocket. Simmons! Palmed over by the Blues goalkeeper, Szopakowska. Has certainly been busy in the second half. The Polish shot stopper on loan from PSG. Had to react well. Plenty of venom in the effort from Maisie Simmons. As Brighton search for a fourth. Corner kick from the far side. Adjiman was up by Worsey, and there is the full-time whistle. It's defeats in our opening group game of the Conti Cup. Blues matching Brighton for large periods. A first half where chances were a premium, and Blues restricted Brighton to half chances and opportunities. And we certainly had our opportunities as we came flying out of the blocks in the second half. Ava Baker denied by Loic before Brighton began to really showcase their Super League quality. Michel Adjiman denied by a combination of goalkeeper and post, before it was the captain who found the breakthrough 20 minutes from time, glancing her header in from the corner kick as it nestled into the bottom corner. And then 3 minutes later, Brighton were 2 goals ahead, and Maisie Simmons fired in an inch-perfect free kick from distance. Frank Kirby then added a third 5 minutes from time, providing the finishing touch to a slick passing move from the visitors. And that's how it's finished here at St Andrews at Knighthead Park. Our Conti Cup campaign begins with defeat. It's finished Blues 0, Brighton Hove Albion 3. We now look to Sunday with a visit of Blackburn Rovers back in the Women's Championship. Key right on, Blue Noses.
said football isn't for everyone. They said football isn't for us. A different team, but still our blue. They said we're not strong, skillful, fast. They said no one watches, that no one cares, that there's no history. We say, see for yourself.
What do you think of the kit?
I think it's good, you know.